I read this chapter way too quick. Like, I sat down and I saw the content of this chapter, and I was just flipping page through page, panel by panel. I was just aggressively reading this chapter because I was just so fucking into it. When you see the 8 Beast Kings popping up, riding together, you just see them all together on like one page, riding and going towards the battleground, I was just pumped as fuck. I was like, yo, fucking yo! So you see all the Beast Kings going in. And the chapter, it's a very straightforward chapter. And there's just a lot of hype, build up, stuff that we normally love from Toriko. And I love what the Beast Kings did in this chapter. And also, you know, I just gotta take note that the Dragon King's fucking laser blast, that shit was scary. That was scary, dude. He just shot that shit straight up in the fucking face. You see all this devastation with the line of the laser. That was powerful. That was a really powerful ability because there was a lot of emphasis on how strong that was. When you see that laser go into space, that's like some Dragon Ball Z shit when you saw that. I'm like, bro, that's fucking crazy. And then on top of that, we get to see Genesis, the Battle Wolf, the, you know, Wolf King. He turns the entire planet into, like, jello rubber thing. And you just see the world just bouncing like waves. And I'm like, bro, the power of that stomp he did when he hit the fucking ground and all that. Just how the world just having waves go off it. That was crazy. You realize the devastation and the death that probably caused? Like, I mean, just imagine the world literally, like, waving the ground and everything. Just imagine all the wildlife that just died in that very moment. Just imagine. Like, seriously, you have this giant-ass wave, and it's land, too, moving as well. You know, let's not even talk about probably the tidal waves, you know, the big fucking, you know, tidal waves, the waves coming in to probably swallow the land because of these gigantic waves. It's just crazy. So, the devastation in this chapter, it just goes to show you, this planet's not going to be able to take much more. I mean, if this continues, the planet's dead as fuck. Not because of Neo, not because of that, no, not because of God being killed or anything or whatever. It's gonna die because the Beast Kings are going all in. And I mean, when you see Well King Moon as well, he's also starting to suck everything up in the area, you know that's gonna be scary as fuck. Because Well King Moon, we know if you enter inside him, it's like into an entirely different dimension. It's like entering the spirit world. So yeah, Well King Moon, he's starting to do what he does best. He's just sucking everything inside of him. You have it to where Battle Wolf, he's going in, kicking ass against Neo. He's getting pissed off. You can clearly see he was really upset with Neo and just destroyed his ass. And then when you see what happens to, you know, I guess Neo after what the Dragon King does, I was like, bro, that's just too badass. Speaking of badass, though, I gotta admit that Neo, he surprised me with his power. He actually ate one of the paws of Genesis. When Genesis came in to attack him right off the bat, Neo devoured one of his paws, or like the lower part of his leg, and it just goes to show you how strong Neo is and how much he can devour. But the crazier part is how he couldn't devour the Dragon King's laser blast. Once again, I want to emphasize how powerful the Dragon King's laser was to be able to not be stopped by Neo, because Neo has been able to eat anything that comes his way. He's been able to devour all sorts of things. Look at what Dawn Slime did to him. He was still able to devour all of that. But the Dragon King's blast, Neo couldn't stop that. He could not devour that. It still fucking destroyed him. And when you see that at the end, I'm like, bro, that's just crazy. So, Neo, at the end of the chapter, he makes his declaration to say, I need to handle God first. And he looks at God. And what makes you think you're going to be able to handle God when you can't even defeat someone with like a 600 capture level, or 6,000 capture level? If you can't even deal with that, you're not going to be able to deal with someone that has like a capture level of 10,000. No, Neo, just no. You're dead as fuck. So, clearly, Neo, he's not all that strong as we all pictured him to be, which surprises me, because like I said, Neo has been built up for a while to be some unstoppable force. He stopped Dawn Slime and stuff, but now we see the Beast Kings coming in and all that, and Toriko, and Neo's getting fucked up. He's getting wrecked. I mean, what, you know, the God did, like, God destroyed him as well. So Neo isn't as strong as we all pegged him to be. He is getting freaking destroyed. Now, Tepe also pops up in this chapter. I'm glad to see him back and he's on the battlefield as well. I wonder exactly what's going to happen with that dynamic with Tepe. Curious about that. So yeah, that's the chapter overall of Toriko this week. It was a very good chapter. I loved it. A lot of hype. The action was fucking ridiculous. Seeing all the 8 Beast Kings go in like that, and seeing all their capture levels, and seeing how strong they are, Well King Moon and all that, getting to see everyone, the Mother Snake, I was just really happy to see. So, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. You all have a wonderful day, or night, wherever you live. Please be safe. Chibi out.